Many of you have visited our showrooms and I greatly appreciate that. But a lot of you have asked, how do you guys decorate the tops of your etagères and shelf units? Well, we always put a lot of decoration up there with our stems and all of the ornaments beautifully hanging down. But how do you anchor it up there? Well, I have a way that I want to share with you that you can do. It's so easy, and you can do this at home and do it in any client's home. Because I know the challenge is you can't go to their home and get up on top of their shelf unit and staple and nail and whatever. So this is an alternative and a solution for you. It's done with just a piece of wood or a board. These happen to be a shelf that you can get at any hardware store. Comes in lots of different decorator colors. So if you have a black piece of furniture, easy, just do this. Or you could also just use a regular plank or a regular board, cut your own, stain them, paint them, whatever you need. Cut it to length. Maybe this hutch you want to put a decoration on is 6 feet long. Do the board the length that you need to support what you're going to make. So let's get rid of a couple of these, and we're going to work with this black one today. We're going to show you how you can do this really, really quickly. We're going to take a few screws here, and we're going to add a couple screws, 3 actually, to this board. We're going to start with one in the middle. Then I'm going to add one to each end. One to the other end. If you don't want to use screws, you could also use a staple gun and take your garland or whatever you want to use for a base and just staple it along. But I'm going to do it with the screws here. It's really easy. I'm going to take a few pieces of wire and wrap around it. Keep the ends open and out. And then we're going to add our garland. It's a new garland that we have, and it's almost looks like real balsam fir. It's beautiful. And we're just going to lay it down here. It's got that real touch to it. It's got great color. You can just shape it. We're going to find about the middle of it and just take our wires, just twist tie it. When we get to the end, I don't like the end of the garland, so I'm just going to coil this back up and tie it on to in there with our wires. Coil the end. This end doesn't have that, but I'm just going to shorten it a little bit just so it mimics what I did to the other end. And then we're going to take some more greenery because I want to make it a little fuller. I've got some more pieces of that beautiful balsam here. And we're going to take 3 pieces of that, one for the middle, one for each end. That's 3 of them. And I also have another pine that's got little pine cones on there. We're going to cable tie that together very quickly. Remove the excess. And then add it to our garland. Use that little wire that you put in there. This is just adding some more volume and depth to this. Now we can use and put on top of our etagere, or take it to your showroom in your stores, put it on top of the furniture, add some more flowers to it, add some ornaments dripping off, and then just take it and drop it and place it on top. You don't damage your furniture that way. It's a beautiful, simple thing to do. And now we're going to add some more color to this. We're going to start with some glitter stems. We've got a branch with pine cones. We got some leaves. I got a eucalyptus spray and a hydrangea blossom. And I like to use different varieties, some that give me filler, some that give me line, and some that give me sort of a mass feeling. So we're going to take some of our leaves and eucalyptus and start with them. Just group them, add our branches with our pine cone on there, and then our hydrangea cluster. Take a cable tie. I use a lot of cable ties because it makes your mechanics so easy and just bring it all together. Once we get our cluster, I'm going to cut off some of this excess stem here. We don't need it, it's just going to be in the way. And we're going to take this cluster then, and remember those wires we had in there? Get to it, get your hand through there. That's my wire there. There it is. Sometimes it's hard to see when it gets so full and thick. Take some of the pine. We have this beautiful gold cluster there on the end. We're going to make another cluster just like it. I've already pre-tied it with the cable tie, but we have to get rid of our excess stems here. We don't need them quite that long. We're going to take this one and tie it onto the far side now. Again, use those wires that you've added. Now we're going to decorate the center. I'm going to take a couple bouquets. I've got 2 of them already pre-done here. Let's get rid of the excess stems. And you can do all this ahead and make all of your clusters. And got one going. Here's the second one. And this time, we're going to take it through these stems here, and we're going to take them and put them in opposite directions. So stem to stem, slide them in together, just like that. And you've just made a bouquet in your hand. Okay. And we're going to take a few extra cable ties here. It's easier to do this if you do it in sections, if you have a hard time holding the bouquet. So let's just take another cable tie and tie them together. Makes your mechanics easier for you as you're doing it, especially if you're just learning. And now we've got this beautiful swag going both directions. So we're going to add that on right in front here. But before I add it on, I'm going to take some more because I really want to make it a lot more fuller and more special. We're going to take another eucalyptus. Cut out the excess. I'm going to separate the stem so when I get the cable tied through there to anchor it, I can tie it on a lot easier. I'm going to put that through there. I want it cascading down the front. I'm also taking some beautiful anemones with another one of the pine cone branches. Again, let's cut down those stems so we don't have so much. We just place that in there, and one more hydrangea. I'm going to add that in. And now you have to go in and anchor this all. And if your cable tie isn't long enough, you can add them, I call it piggybacking, so you get a little extra length onto it. Go down in, make sure you get to the garland, come up through, and remember that eucalyptus stem you have in there, you've got to get past that joint so you can connect it. I've got it connected. I want to get over the anemones. This is when it gets a little difficult if you're not used to this. Make sure you've got your top hydrangea caught in there as well. And I have them all. Now, one big pull to anchor it, get it nice and tight. Cut off the excess. And we've got that. And I'm gonna go back and reinforce my stems that I put on the end, that cluster. Go back down, make sure you get under the garland, over the bouquet stems. Give it a nice tight pull. We're gonna do the same on the other side. Under the garland. Up over the bouquet. Cable tie, pull it nice and tight, cut off the excess. Now I've got this beautiful structure I've created at my workspace. Now I can take it and put it up on top, or in this case, I'm actually gonna put it on a fireplace for you.